Have you ever been in a situation where someone says something rude or disrespectful about your partner? Right in front of you? Your heart starts pounding, your face gets hot, and a million angry responses flash through your mind. It's a tough spot to be in. Do you lash out? Do you stay silent? What is the right way to defend the person you love without making things 100 times worse? Let's talk about a real story that happened to a friend of mine. We'll call her Sarah. Sarah and her partner Tom were at a casual get-together with some acquaintances. Tom has this unique, quirky sense of humor that Sarah adores, but it can be a little different. During a conversation, Tom made a joke. It wasn't offensive, just a bit nerdy. Suddenly, one of the other guys at the party, let's call him Mark, laughed loudly and said, "Wow, Tom, that was a weird one. Do you even know how to tell a normal joke?" The air went completely still. Everyone looked at Tom, then at Sarah. You could feel the awkwardness in the room. Tom just smiled weakly, clearly embarrassed. Sarah felt that immediate surge of anger. How dare he embarrass Tom like that in front of everyone? Her first instinct was to fire back with a cutting remark about Mark's own personality. But she took a deep breath. She knew that escalating the conflict would only create a bigger scene and make Tom even more uncomfortable. So instead of attacking Mark, she chose a different path. She smiled calmly, put her arm around Tom, and looked at Mark directly. She said, "Actually, that's one of my favorite things about Tom. His humor is so clever and unique. It's much more interesting than the same old jokes you hear all the time." She didn't raise her voice. She didn't insult Mark. She simply and firmly defended Tom by turning the perceived negative into a positive. The effect was immediate. Mark was a bit taken aback. He mumbled something like, I was just kidding." The conversation quickly moved on, but the message was clear. Sarah had shown everyone that she and Tom were a team, and she wouldn't stand for him being disrespected. Later that evening, Tom squeezed her hand and whispered, "Thank you." That meant the world to me. He wasn't just thankful that she defended him. He was thankful for how she did it. She had his back without starting a war. This story highlights 3 key things to remember when you need to defend your partner. First, stay calm and control your emotions. A hot-headed reaction often adds fuel to the fire. Take that 1-second pause to breathe. It makes all the difference. Your goal is to de-escalate the situation, not to win a shouting match. Second, defend without attacking. You don't need to tear the other person down to build your partner up. Sarah didn't call Mark a bully or say his jokes were terrible. She simply stated her own perspective and affirmed her partner's value. This approach shuts down the disrespect without creating a new conflict. It's about setting a boundary, not drawing a battle line. And third, show unity. Physically and verbally align yourself with your partner. Sarah put her arm around Tom, a small gesture that spoke volumes. It says, "We are in this together." This public display of support not only makes your partner feel secure, but also signals to others that you are a united front. It's not always easy. Sometimes, a more direct approach might be needed if the disrespect is severe or persistent. You might have to say something like, "I'm not comfortable with the way you're speaking to my partner, and I need you to stop." The principle remains the same. Be firm, be clear, but try to remain calm and respectful yourself. The goal is to protect your partner's dignity and the peace of your relationship. Being a supportive partner means being a safe harbor in a storm, even a storm in a teacup at a social gathering. It's about knowing when to step in and how to do it with grace and strength. By choosing calm, confident support over angry retaliation, you not only defend your loved one, but also strengthen the trust and respect at the very core of your relationship. So, what are your thoughts? Have you ever had to defend your partner in public? Share your stories and strategies in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on building stronger, healthier relationships. See you next time.